Dubai has been hit by a once-in-a-generation superstorm. Nearly 2 years' worth of rain has fallen in a single day, causing chaos on the road and on the runway.
Dubai, the vibrant metropolis renowned for its luxury and grandeur, has been thrust into turmoil by a shocking event. The city, once teeming with life, has come to a standstill, leaving residents and tourists alike in a state of panic and uncertainty. The specifics of the incident remain cloaked in mystery, sparking widespread speculation about what could have disrupted this iconic hub of the wealthy and elite. As the lively city now rests in an eerie silence, questions linger: what truly transpired? And, more importantly, can Dubai rise above this alarming crisis and restore its former glory? The majestic nation. When you think of Dubai, what springs to mind? Luxury, opulence, and immense wealth, right? You're not mistaken. Dubai stands as a true symbol of extravagance and prosperity, boldly showcasing its achievements to the world. Its transformation from a modest fishing village into a global powerhouse has been nothing short of miraculous. With shimmering skyscrapers, lavish hotels, and cutting-edge infrastructure, Dubai has captured global attention with its unrelenting ambition and grandeur. This meteoric rise can be attributed to its strategic location, visionary leadership, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Perched at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa, Dubai has become an indispensable hub for trade, finance, and tourism, seamlessly connecting global markets and solidifying its role in the international supply chain. Boasting a GDP exceeding $100 billion and an economy expanding at a remarkable pace, Dubai is a force to be reckoned with. While once heavily reliant on oil, the city has successfully diversified into industries like finance, real estate, tourism, and aviation, carving out a robust and sustainable future. Dubai is home to some of the world's most awe-inspiring architectural feats. The Burj Khalifa, towering at an astonishing 828 meters, is an iconic testament to human ingenuity, while the Burj Al Arab, often hailed as the only 7-star hotel, epitomizes luxury. The Palm Jumeirah, an artificial archipelago, stands as a symbol of Dubai's innovative spirit. When Dubai wants an island, it builds one. The city's unmatched dedication to extravagance extends to its shopping experiences. The Dubai Mall, the largest in the world by total area, is more than a retail haven. With over 1,200 stores, a mesmerizing aquarium, and an indoor ice rink, it exemplifies Dubai's commitment to delivering unmatched luxury. Life in Dubai means embracing unparalleled elegance. From world-class residential areas and amenities to a pulsating nightlife, the city offers a lifestyle that few can rival. Dubai is also a melting pot of cultures, hosting over 200 nationalities, creating a vibrant and diverse community that enhances its allure. Every year, millions of visitors flock to experience this oasis of wealth and sophistication. But Dubai isn't just about luxury, it is also a beacon of technological innovation. Visionary initiatives like Smart Dubai are propelling the city towards its ambitious goal of becoming the happiest and smartest city on earth. Yet, even the mightiest are not immune to challenges. Despite its wealth, ambition, and technological prowess, Dubai now faces a series of harrowing events that have shaken its foundation. What are these alarming incidents that threaten the very fabric of this illustrious city? Can Dubai overcome adversity, reclaim its former glory, and rise stronger than ever? Or could this spell the end for the mighty nation? The calamitous flood. In a shocking and devastating twist, the desert metropolis of Dubai, famed for its opulence and splendor, was brought to its knees by an unstoppable force, water. Over the span of just 48 hours, Dubai faced the most torrential rainfall it had experienced in over 75 years. Let that sink in, 75 years. This wasn't a mere drizzle, it was a relentless deluge that the city was ill-equipped to handle. The aftermath was nothing short of apocalyptic. Streets once pristine and bustling were transformed into rivers, outdoor infrastructure disappeared under feet of water, and entire neighborhoods resembled lakes. Imagine trying to hail a taxi only to find the sidewalk submerged or turned into a rushing stream. The devastation was immense. Gale-force winds hurled furniture from balconies, luxury cars were abandoned as roads became waterways, and residents in high-rise buildings could barely see through the storm's curtain of rain. The city, often illuminated by dazzling sunlight, was plunged into midday darkness as the storm's fury turned afternoon into night. To put the deluge into perspective, Dubai saw more rain in a single day than it typically receives in 2 years. One region south of the city recorded an astonishing 25 centimeters of rainfall in just 24 hours, far exceeding Dubai's average annual rainfall of less than 10 centimeters. While heavy rain in the Gulf region isn't entirely unheard of, Dubai's infrastructure was completely unprepared for a storm of this magnitude, the worst since 1949. Public alerts were issued, but no warning could have fully conveyed the sheer scale of the disaster. The city came to an eerie standstill. Schools and businesses were shuttered, government employees were directed to work from home, and bustling streets were left desolate as people sought refuge from the unprecedented weather. While the official death toll in the UAE stood at just one person, the storm's impact rippled far beyond, paralyzing Dubai International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. With nearly 90 million passengers passing through annually, its operations ground to a halt. Flooded taxiways prevented planes from reaching runways, leaving passengers stranded in a chaotic limbo. One particularly harrowing account came from a 41-year-old traveler and her 13-year-old daughter, stranded while en route to the UK from Vietnam. After circling above the Gulf for hours, their flight diverted to another Dubai airport in the middle of the night. Amid the chaos, they found themselves in a frantic stampede, surrounded by panicked passengers fighting for space on evacuation buses. The desperation extended to the streets, where flooded vehicles became watery traps, and hundreds of motorists abandoned their cars to swim for their lives. Many vehicles were entirely submerged, with only their roofs visible above the water. The storm even invaded homes, forcing families to flee into the flooded streets in search of safety. What could have caused such a catastrophic storm in a region known for its arid climate? Was it simply nature's wrath, or is there something more ominous at play? The mystery remains as Dubai struggles to recover from this unimaginable disaster. The cause. Lately, there's been a lot of buzz about cloud seeding, with some speculating it might be behind Dubai's recent catastrophic storm. But is there any truth to these claims? Cloud seeding isn't some mystical spell to conjure rain or snow. It's a scientific process where substances, like silver iodide or salt, are dispersed into the atmosphere to encourage cloud condensation and precipitation. Essentially, it's an attempt to manipulate weather to induce rainfall. But why would anyone want to tinker with nature this way? Advocates argue cloud seeding can alleviate droughts, reduce hailstorm damage, and even help clear air pollution. While these benefits sound promising, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics warn of potential unintended consequences, such as disrupting natural weather patterns or causing environmental harm. And in the case of Dubai's recent storm, some are pointing to cloud seeding as the culprit. But is there any concrete evidence? The UAE has indeed been employing cloud seeding technology since the early 2000s as part of its efforts to increase rainfall in the arid region. Dubai frequently sends planes to release tiny particles into clouds, hoping to coax out rain. And it's not alone. Countries worldwide have experimented with cloud seeding for decades. Despite this, UAE authorities have firmly denied any connection between the record-breaking rainfall and their cloud seeding operations. They assert that this was a natural weather event, amplified by the effects of climate change. Some scientists support this explanation, labeling the storm as a well-forecasted event. They propose alternative theories, rejecting the idea that cloud seeding played a role. One such theory involves a phenomenon known as a mesoscale convective system, a chain of medium-sized thunderstorms generated by massive thundercloud formations. These systems can form when heat pulls moisture into the atmosphere, triggering intense rainfall. While the debate over cloud seeding continues, one thing is clear: this storm is just the beginning. Beneath Dubai's shimmering exterior lie deeper vulnerabilities, hidden threats that could challenge this mighty city's resilience. What are these lurking dangers? Let's take a closer look. The oil crisis. Dubai, the epitome of luxury and ambition, has long been a beacon of prosperity in the Gulf region. But beneath its glittering facade lies a looming threat that could shake the foundations of its thriving economy. Unlike its oil-rich neighbors, Dubai has prided itself on diversifying its economy, minimizing reliance on oil revenues. Instead, it has built its success on booming sectors like tourism, real estate, and finance. However, while Dubai's economic model stands apart, it has also benefited significantly from the wealth of Gulf countries, who have funneled their oil riches into Dubai's markets, properties, and attractions. Now, alarm bells are ringing. A recent IMF report warns that Gulf nations may exhaust their financial reserves by 2034 as global demand for oil declines at an accelerating pace. The world's shift towards renewable energy and cleaner fuel sources is causing oil revenues to dry up faster than expected. For Dubai, this spells trouble. The Gulf's oil-fueled spending spree has been a major driver of Dubai's success, with the city thriving as a playground for the region's elite. But if these nations face financial constraints, their ability to invest and spend in Dubai will diminish, potentially dealing a severe blow to the city's economy. Moreover, Dubai's position as the Gulf's premier hub for investment and business is under threat. For years, its world-class infrastructure and business-friendly policies made it the obvious choice for companies entering the region. However, as Gulf nations tighten their belts, they are launching aggressive efforts to diversify their economies and attract investment. Countries like Saudi Arabia are already making bold moves, with initiatives such as Vision 2030 leading the charge. Others in the region are following suit, adopting strategies similar to Dubai's. They are relaxing regulations, investing in megaprojects, and rolling out ambitious plans to reduce their dependence on oil. The result? The Gulf is becoming a crowded marketplace, with nations vying for the same investments, tourists, and global attention. Dubai, once the trendsetter, now faces fierce competition from its neighbors, all eager to replicate its success. To maintain its edge, Dubai must innovate and differentiate itself in a rapidly evolving landscape. But the challenges extend beyond oil and competition from Gulf countries. Dubai's real estate sector, another cornerstone of its economy, also faces significant hurdles. The road ahead is fraught with uncertainty, and Dubai's ability to adapt will determine its future in this changing economic climate. The real estate crisis. For years, Dubai has been a magnet for investors eager to capitalize on its booming real estate market, enticed by promises of high returns in a fast-growing metropolis. However, the city's property market now finds itself at a crossroads, grappling with challenges that could threaten its economic stability. At the center of the current storm is the surge in off-plan property sales. These properties, sold before construction is completed, have long been a double-edged sword. On the one hand, they offer investors the allure of purchasing at lower prices, with the potential for significant profits. On the other hand, they've been linked to speculative behavior, where buyers make minimal down payments, only to flip the properties quickly for profit. It's real estate speculation on overdrive. Traditionally, off-plan transactions have accounted for about 20 to 40% of total property sales in Dubai. But in this cycle, off-plan deals are outstripping completed property sales, raising eyebrows and sparking concern. The UBS report, Dubai Real Estate, aptly titled Strong Momentum for Now, but Rising Risks Ahead, highlights the potential dangers of this trend. Despite regulatory efforts, like requiring higher down payments and longer holding periods, the sheer volume of off-plan transactions has left experts wary of market volatility and the specter of another property bubble. History offers a cautionary tale. Think back to the 2008 global financial crisis, when unchecked real estate exuberance ended in economic turmoil. Dubai's market remains particularly sensitive to global conditions. A worldwide recession or a sudden drop in oil prices could lead to sharp corrections in property values, leaving the sector vulnerable. But what does oil have to do with real estate? Quite a lot. Dubai's meteoric rise was initially underpinned by oil revenues, which financed its breathtaking developments and iconic skyline. As oil revenues dwindle and Gulf nations tighten their purse strings, Dubai's real estate market becomes increasingly dependent on foreign investment and property purchases. If Gulf money flows slow down, the city's glittering buildings risk becoming costly liabilities. The situation is compounded by Dubai's ambitious construction pace. With a population of just 3.6 million, the city is building more residential units than larger urban centers like London and New York combined. While this reflects Dubai's grand vision, it also fuels oversupply concerns, putting downward pressure on property prices. Adding to the complexity, 90% of Dubai's population consists of expats, most of whom are temporary residents with limited paths to citizenship. Their eventual departure creates an inherent instability in housing demand, further straining the market. Dubai's economy relies heavily on three main pillars: trade, tourism, and real estate. If any one of these falters, the ripple effects could be devastating. Oversupply of housing and falling prices are warning signs that the real estate sector may be nearing a critical juncture. Yet, Dubai has shown remarkable resilience in the face of past challenges, weathering economic storms and emerging stronger each time. Whether it can do so again will depend on its ability to address these mounting pressures. The real estate crisis is just one piece of the puzzle, and there's a bigger challenge looming on the horizon. Massive debt crisis. One of the most pressing challenges threatening Dubai's economic stability is its mounting debt. Behind the city's glittering skyscrapers and extravagant developments lies a financial burden that could prove destabilizing. Take the Burj Khalifa, a global icon of architectural ambition. Its construction cost a staggering $1.5 billion. Similarly, the Palm Jumeirah, Dubai's famous man-made island, came with an astronomical price tag of $12 billion. But contrary to popular belief, oil revenues didn't fund these ventures. Instead, Dubai turned to extensive borrowing, leaving the city saddled with debt. Dubai's debt-to-GDP ratio hovers around 67%, a significant figure that places it in a precarious financial position. To make matters worse, the city faces approximately $78 billion in loan repayments over the next few years. Meeting these obligations will require extraordinary effort, and the looming question remains: what if Dubai fails to repay its debts? The potential fallout is significant. On a domestic level, failure to service loans could severely damage investor confidence, tighten credit availability, and slow economic activity. Businesses and individuals could struggle to access financing, jeopardizing Dubai's ambitious growth trajectory. On a global scale, Dubai's financial struggles could ripple through international markets, undermining its reputation as a secure destination for investment and business. A loss of trust could deter foreign capital, making it harder for the city to sustain its ambitious projects. Adding to the challenge is Dubai's reliance on its image as a hub of luxury tourism, global trade, and investment. Any hit to this image could deter tourists and expatriates, further compounding its economic woes. Environmental concerns. Dubai's rapid development has also come at an environmental cost. The city's skyline and sprawling urban projects mask a range of ecological issues that demand urgent attention. For example, the iconic Burj Khalifa faces infrastructural challenges, including a sewage system struggling to cope with the building's output. The skyscraper produces over 7 tons of waste daily, testing the limits of the city's capacity. While temporary solutions have been implemented, the long-term sustainability of such fixes remains uncertain. Similarly, the world islands, a once grand vision of luxury, have become a symbol of environmental and financial miscalculation. This artificial archipelago, designed to resemble a world map, is now facing erosion and sinking. Reports suggest that the sand used in its construction is sliding back into the sea, with channels between the islands gradually filling in. Originally intended as an exclusive playground for the ultra-wealthy, the world now stands as a cautionary tale of overambition. Despite initial enthusiasm, with 70% of the island sold, development has largely stalled, leaving this man-made marvel to succumb to nature. Dubai's environmental challenges extend beyond individual projects. Rapid urbanization has led to increased air and water pollution, overstrained waste management systems, and the degradation of natural habitats. Without immediate and sustainable solutions, these issues could further strain the city's economy and infrastructure. Dubai has long been a symbol of resilience and reinvention. However, as it faces the dual threats of high debt and environmental strain, the question remains, can it rise to the challenge once again? The growing threat of rising sea levels. As global temperatures climb due to climate change, melting polar ice caps and glaciers are causing sea levels to rise at an alarming pace. This presents a serious challenge for low-lying coastal cities like Dubai, necessitating urgent action to address the potential consequences. The impacts of rising sea levels on Dubai are multifaceted, threatening critical infrastructure, the economy, and the environment. One immediate concern is coastal erosion and flooding in low-lying areas. Dubai's iconic coastline, home to luxury hotels, high-end residential areas, and bustling commercial developments, faces the risk of erosion. Areas like Palm Jumeirah and the World Islands, built on reclaimed land, are particularly vulnerable to inundation, jeopardizing billions of dollars worth of investments. Imagine Dubai, the gleaming metropolis of the Middle East, gradually succumbing to encroaching seas. While it may sound like a plotline from a dystopian film, scientists warn that without decisive action, this could become a grim reality. Key infrastructure, such as ports, airports, and transportation networks, is also at risk. The port of Jebel Ali, a critical hub for global trade and one of the world's largest man-made harbors, could face increased flooding and storm surges, potentially disrupting supply chains. Similarly, Dubai International Airport, among the busiest globally, lies near the coast and is vulnerable to flooding and extreme weather, posing a significant threat to the city's connectivity and economic stability. Rising sea levels could further threaten Dubai's freshwater supply. Saltwater intrusion into aquifers could disrupt access to clean drinking water, compounding existing water scarcity challenges. The city's stunning beaches and oceanfront developments, renowned for their allure, could vanish under the relentless tide, impacting tourism and forcing residents in coastal areas to relocate. The ecological toll is equally concerning. Coastal ecosystems that serve as natural barriers against storms and erosion could be destroyed, leaving the city more exposed to natural disasters. Wildlife and plant species that rely on these habitats could face extinction, further destabilizing the region's environmental balance. The climate crisis doesn't stop at rising seas. Dubai also contends with extreme heat, which challenges the city's livability and its reputation as a global business and tourism hub. Escalating temperatures could deter visitors and residents, undermining the foundations of Dubai's economic success. Water scarcity, exacerbated by a growing population and limited freshwater resources, presents another pressing concern. The risk of rising seas contaminating existing reserves only intensifies the struggle to provide clean water. Meanwhile, extreme weather events, such as powerful storms and cyclones, fueled by warming oceans, pose additional threats to infrastructure and residents alike. Despite these challenges, Dubai has long been a symbol of resilience and innovation. The city's history of ambitious projects and forward-thinking solutions suggests it has the capacity to confront these climate challenges head-on. With the right strategies, Dubai can adapt and innovate to protect its future, proving once again that it is a city capable of defying the odds. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to our channel.